Hi, I'm Rose, and I make cute and useful things for D&D. Today I wanted to give you a tour of one of my D&D character journals. I love using a journal because as a player it's very portable and easy to keep everything in one place, and it doesn't get as easily damaged or lost as a character sheet would. It's also a great place to keep notes, stats and rules reminders, so for me it's exactly what I need to stay organised, and I like to make a new one for every character I play. Today, I want to show you the character journal I'm making for my Dark Elf Rogue, P'Nel. On the front here, I used some foil patterned paper to cover the front and back, and some gold washi tape around the edges. The name is written on an old paper label. I also lined the inside cover with a foil print paper, and then made some little envelopes of wrapping paper to hold a few things. The first pocket here holds my spell cards. She's an arcane trickster, so she only has a few. And then the other two pockets hold various stickers and paper pieces that I like to use throughout my notes. This is quite a scrapbook style journal. Compared to some of my others, I think this one I've really just gone all out with using little bits of ephemera here and there. The opposite page contains all the high level information, like her name, my name, class level, etc. I decorated this page with a combination of some art prints and foil stickers. Now, this spread is basically my main character sheet. It has all of the abilities, skills, hit points, etc. on the left and features on the right. P'Nel is a level 8, so now this fold-out piece I made just so that I could extend the box without having to have notes in two places. I coloured the borders of this spread with Posca pens and gold marker. Next, we have the role-playing spread. I drew P'Nel digitally and printed her portrait out, and did go a bit overboard on her background story, so I printed that too onto some paper and then aged it and stuck it in with this little fun seal sticker on top. I honestly really like having these fold-down papers. They feel like they give the journal a bit more dimension. The next page is the inventory spread here. Majority of this is in pencil as it changes frequently. Currently P'Nel is in possession of a lot of stolen jewellery that she hasn't had the time to sell or trade just yet. Here is another inventory spread just for magic items and potions. P'Nel did used to have a necklace that prevented her from dying, but it was burned to a crisp after she insulted Strahd and he fireballed her. Probably well deserved. This is the spellcasting page. I coloured the borders gold since it's magic, and as I said, P'Nel doesn't have a lot of spells. Surprisingly, Create Bonfire has become continuously a handy little damage dealer in some fights. Here we have an extra page. I've used it for inventory overflow, and then on the opposite side there is a creature stat block that I've filled in with P'Nel's familiar, who is a fox made of mist. So now we get onto the blank pages of the journal, which for this character has been a mix of outfit aesthetic pages and notes from sessions. P'Nel has a noble background and so has had a lot of money to spend on wardrobe, so I've had a lot of fun making looks for her because of that. None of my other characters have outfit pages like these in their journals, but P'Nel is definitely all about it. Here are notes from Daggerford, where our Strahd adventure began. More notes, this time from Barovia. I like using these tiny envelopes I found with vintage letter style stickers. I think it adds to that sort of old-time spooky vibe that Curse of Strahd has. Here are some notes from when we visited a spooky church. I'm trying not to get too much into detail so that anyone playing Strahd isn't going to have spoilers. And here are a couple of spreads that are ready for more notes in the future. I've just decorated them with little bits here and there. This page is dedicated to some prophecies our party was given. I tried to give this spread a more mystical vibe. P'Nel is quite a sour woman who isn't especially friendly, but I'm trying to play her character arc as someone who softens as time goes on. This page is a list of pre-prepared compliments for the other party members that P'Nel will slowly dole out as her personality becomes a little less caustic. Here we have more looks. This one is supposed to be a sort of archery nature vibe. P'Nel's background involves a lot of botanical study. She makes potions and ran a shop selling potions before she became an adventurer. So here I was going for something a little bit scholarly in that way. P'Nel has grown up in the Underdark in a noble family. So this is sort of a home life look. This is actually the first spread I made for P'Nel, and is essentially meant to be her overall aesthetic, complete with travelling cloak, herbs and mystical energy, and of course a scowl. Another nature vibe look. As you can tell, P'Nel isn't really the smiling type. One final look, something which tells us a little about her relationship with the overworld. I made this pocket at the back to keep larger papers and stickers in. And then the final page here is a little cheat sheet for reminders of common actions, combat moves and core rules, which are really helpful to reference at a glance. And that's the end. I hope you enjoyed this tour of one of my character journals. I'll leave a link below to where you can find these and the spell cards and such from the beginning. I'll also add the links to my Instagram, etc. there too. Thanks for watching.